Yes, very good morning to all of you. Okay, ma. So I think yesterday last concept we done with the marginal relief, but once again we can just go through that marginal relief concept and we can complete the remaining problems from workbook also. So first of all, I want to know again differentiations between the yes ma rebate under section 87 capital A. And next, what is that, ma? One more important concept in this chapter, marginal relief. Yes. So already we written some differentiations. Now again, just a recap only. Can you tell me who is an eligible SSC for rebate, ma? Ma? Eligible SSC for rebate is an resident individual only. And one more condition, ma. Yes, their total income, yes, ma, their total income under old regime or normal tax rates or optional. The total income does not exceed how much, ma? 5 lakh. In case of new regime, total income does not exceed how much, ma? 7 lakh. This isn't directly we can get what, ma? Rebate. But by using the marginal relief concept, we can get the rebate. Yes, if the total income is 7,22,220. It is by using that which concept, ma? Marginal relief concept. Sir, what is the reason why they are provided the yes, ma? Rebate, ma? In order to provide the benefit to the low income earning peoples. In order to provide the benefit to the low income earning peoples. So benefit to low income earning resident individuals. Now, what is that marginal relief? For the marginal relief who are eligible, ma? All SSCs. When they are eligible for that marginal relief, ma? If their total income, yes, ma? If their total income just 1 lakh, can you tell me what, ma, shortcut we can learn? 1 lakh, 2 lakh or 3 lakh? 1 lakh, 2 lakh or 3 lakh. Additionally over the, which limits, ma? Additionally over the basic limits for, yes, ma? Additionally over the basic limits for surcharge. So simply what are the basic limits for surcharge? 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore, and in case of companies, partnership firms, generally 10 crores also there. So what is the reason, ma? What is the reason why they are provided the marginal relief? Only because of surcharge. Only because of what, ma? Surcharge. So if you are levying the surcharge on extra income, so it is a burden to the SSC. So simply we can say additional tax is more than the what, ma? If you applied the surcharge, yes, ma? Additional tax is more than the what, ma? Additional income. So that's why we are providing the marginal relief. Sir, what are the steps for computing the tax liability under marginal relief concept? Shall we start, ma? So just I want to write it down the steps once, then after we can proceed with the problems. Okay. So what are the steps, ma? First of all, always you have to write the particulars. Next one, ma? Amount. Yes, particulars you have to write it down and amount also. So then first step, ma? Please let me know. Tax on total income. Whatever the total income they are given in the problem, on that we have to calculate tax including surcharge. Super. I will write it down. Don't take any stress and no need to waste your ink and papers. Yes, you can sit and relax. రాయండ్రా ఒకసారి రాస్తే ఏం పోద్ది లేకపోతే బుక్స్ ఇటు పెట్టండి, ఖాళీగానే ఉన్నట్టు తర్వాత రాసుకుంటా అందరి మరీరా. సార్ లాస్ట్ at the day before examinations, the steps remembrance is also difficult. So that's why I don't want to waste your time day before exam. Now only you have to perfect in the marginal relief concept. I know already it's done. Today I can start the remaining concepts and I can close this chapter and I will go to the next. Yes, tax on total income. Tax on total income including what ma? Surcharge. Sir, don't add health and education as it is last step in tax computation after giving the marginal relief. Okay, tax on total income including surcharge. Yes, step 2, can you tell me ma? Tax on basic limits for surcharge. Here also we have to include what ma? Surcharge. Tax on basic limits for surcharge including tax on basic limits including what ma? Surcharge. Plus we have to add one more things to this. What is that ma? Extra income over basic limits. Yes, extra income over basic limit. So that is only SSC intention. Sir, if you are asking the tax, that is more, sir. So I will pay the tax on basic limits and I will give this entire income to the department only. Excess income over the what ma? Basic limits. Now, step 3 ma? Yes. Step 3 is nothing but marginal relief. Yes, sir. If you know, is there marginal relief chance? Yes, you can follow these steps. Otherwise, you can follow these steps and you can decide whether there is no marginal relief or marginal relief is there. So when you can decide that marginal relief is there, ma, step 1 is more than step 2. So difference between the step 1 and the step 2 only known as what ma? Marginal relief. Sir, marginal means they are going to provide the small amount of relief only to the SSCs. So next step 4, very important ma. Tax payable whatever is there in step 1, that is you have to clear. Tax payable in what ma? Step 1. Yes. From this they are given the what ma? Marginal relief. Sir, in which step we know that marginal relief ra? Step 3. That only you have to take. Step 3. Step 3. So now you will get the what ma? If you are reducing the marginal relief, that means simply you will get which step ra? Step 2 only you will get. That means government also accepting the tax on basic limit and excess income totally they want to take. So whatever that amount you got, simply that is in step 2 only, shortcut just. For this we have to add what ma? Health and education cess. In every step we are not at all added the health and education cess ma. After getting that marginal relief, then only you have to add the health and education cess. Are you clear ma? Steps online. Yes ma'am. Now if it is done, please open the workbook. We can do remaining problems also. Then whatever the miscellaneous concepts are there in this first chapter, we can close it in today's session itself. Yes. If you open the workbook, I think question number 1 rebate related concept, question number 2 also rebate related, question number 3 also rebate related done. Question number 3 you have to do because it is a comprehensive problem. 7 lakh, 7 lakh 10. Here both the cases you will get rebate. Last case 7 lakh 30, that is more than 7 lakh 22,220. So that's why we can't get the what ma rebate. So next ma question number 4 we can discuss. Question number 4 we can discuss. Clear? So reading of the question is very important ma. Yes, compute tax liability, but they are directly given, sir, please compute the tax liability after marginal relief. Luckily they are given the hint also. Here maybe you can get the marginal relief. So following resident SSEs only for the previous year 24-25, but SSE is following which tax rates ma? Please read the remaining lines and give me conclusion. SSE following which rates ma? Normal tax rate, because he exercised that option to opt out from the 115 BSC. That means what are the tax rates he is following ma? Normal tax rates. Okay. So just I will give you that 1 or 2 minutes time ma. Now you can decide. So directly you need to tell, sir, directly Arun case, please refer. Morty case also you can refer. Last Shikhara case. In these 3 cases, definitely we can get marginal relief in 2 cases. What are the 2 cases, ma? Why? How you can decide? Basic limits for surcharge is 50 lakh. Here we are having that income just 1 lakh over the basic limit. Here, ma, 1 lakh only over the what ma? 1 crore. So directly here you can solve the problem. Tax liability you can compute by using the marginal relief steps. Sir, if you are following these steps also, last we are computing the what ma? Tax liability only. But while calculating the tax liability, we can provide the marginal relief if you following these steps. But last ma Shikhara case, yesterday we discussed in our handwritten content also, 2 crore 20 lakh. But I haven't doubts, sir. Maybe this fellow also can get marginal relief or not. So please solve these steps. If step 1 is more than step 2, we can get marginal relief. Otherwise, there is no marginal relief. So if there is no marginal relief, here you have to put it as in what ma? 0. Then solution will become very easy. Now, sir, I think in our concept book, in our handwritten notes, we solved everything. Whatever the things are not solved, now we can try. Okay. So first, marginal relief concept explanation purpose, I taken the same example, that is only total income 50 lakh as well as what ma? 51 lakh. Yes ma? This is only the question. Mr. E is 42 years having the income 51 lakh is following the normal tax rate. That is only workbook. Yes ma? Question number 4 Arun case. Already we solved. No need to solve again. And next we solved the same thing as an example to, if you remember, 2 crore 20 lakhs also we solved. But already we know there is no marginal relief in this case. That means what is the problem already solved ma? Shikhara. So shall we do Morty case ma? On paper you have to do. It will take now maybe 10 minutes. Don't think your time is wasted or any other thing. Please try to solve the Morty problem on paper with the proper calculations. I will visit the classroom and every notes I will verify. Online also. Please solve. So in the introduction time of this session itself, I am given the what are the steps we have to follow. By using these steps only, you need to calculate 1 by 1 steps you have to follow. Yes. And don't, you can use calculator, but tax computation also we need to show in every step ma. So without working notes, they will not allocate the full marks to you. So please try to compute the tax liability like 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5 lakh to 10 lakh. All the things also you have to shown in the steps itself. Yes, 10 minutes only the time. Now 11:25. Please try online also. Okay, question please. This is only the question. Murthy question you have to do ma. 51 years resident SSE and 1 crore 1 lakh, not 1 crore 10 lakh. 1 crore 1 lakh, not 1 crore 10 lakh. Huh? Shekhar ji. Please do that problem for Murthy. These two things are already done. Arun problem done, Shekhar problem also done. Yes. And after studying the SFM and after studying the law classes, don't think as an pressure or sir, you are taking the long hours. If we are taking the long hours, then only we can complete the syllabus till August 31st. After that, you have a 3 months time. You can do dance also on roads along with your preparation. So if we are dragging the syllabus completion till the November month or till the December first week, it will not work out. Online students, if you want to send that answer, yes, you can send in a Telegram group directly. Yes, ma'am. Daughter, done? Okay. Can I do that? So on paper, I want to do at least one problem for every model. So now I will start. So you can compare, okay, whether you are presenting in the same way or not also. If you are presenting better than me, that's okay. Please accept particulars. Next one, ma, amount. Particulars, amount. So first of all, you have to give the heading also computation of tax liability of so and so SSE for that assessment year. That is a common thing, ma. If you are giving that heading, then they will know that which question you are given, that which answer also. Otherwise, they will confuse while correcting your answer sheet. Okay. So please write the step 1. Yes, not S1, ma. Step 1. How they will know S1 is a step 1? Yes. Step 1. Computation of yes, ma. Tax liability on what? On total income, including including what ma? Surcharge. So can you tell me tax on, yes, we have to calculate 1 crore, 1 lakh. Am I clear? 1 crore, 1 lakh. And for this we have to add surcharge. In this step itself you have to show the computations ma. 0 to 2.5 lakh. Yes ma, nil. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. Next ma, 10 lakhs above 10 lakh. So please help me with your computations ma. First one nil, second one 12,500, third one 1 lakh. Next one ma. So above 10 lakh, I think we have a 91 lakh. 91 lakh into 30%. How much ma? 27 lakh? 30,000. Okay. So I'm totally depending upon your computations only. Please give me. Next total ma? 28 lakh 42,500. So here we have to add surcharge. The surcharge at the rate of how much ma? Individual more than 1 crore ma. 50 to 1 crore, how much ma? 50 to 1 crore, 10%. So how much ma? Now 15%. Because more than 1 crore. How many are added 15%? How many added 15 ma? 15. Now 15% is applied on how much ma? 28 lakh 42,500. How much you got ma? 4 lakh 76. I have an hearing disability. 4 lakh 26,003. 5. Okay. Total ra? 32 lakh 68,875. So don't add health and education sesma. This is only your step 1 answer. All of you are getting the same answer. 32 lakh 68,000. Yes, 875. Now, what is the step 2 akka? Step 2, computation of tax liability on basic limits. Yes, including what? SC, including surcharge. And one more thing we have to add, what? Extra income over the basic limit. Extra income over basic limits. Yes. So tax on 1 crore only the basic limit. Nearest basic limit is how much ma? 1 crore. Plus for this you have to add surcharge. And one more thing we have to add excess income over basic limit. How much ma? 1 lakh. So now we can compute the tax on 1 crore ma. 0 to 2.5 lakh nil. Sir, this computation easily you can calculate using that calculator with the M plus MRC option. But you will not get full marks. If that is an MCQ, you can do that calculations in that calculator itself. But if that is a descriptive question, you have to show this computation as a forming part of steps. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakh, yes ma, 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakh, 20%. Next above 10 lakh, so 30%. Shall we write it down ma? It is in 12,500. It is in 1 lakh. It is in 27 lakh. So total ra 28 lakh 12,500. So but here surcharge, yes ma, 50 more less than or equal to 1 CR. How much ma? 10%. Sir, here yes you will get in 2,81,250. Yes, how much you will get, ma? Total. 30 lakh, 93,000. Super. So, and for this we have to add what, ma? 1 lakh. So this thing you can forget in that exam directly. So automatically we got tax liability, we need to substitute here, but you have to add what, ma? Excess amount also. That means what, ma? 31 lakh, 93,000, 31 lakh, 93,750. Now, sir, I haven't capacity to pay this amount only. Excess amount totally I am giving it to you only. So this is my capacity. But you are asking how much, ma? 32 lakh change. That's why your marginal relief is there or not? Yes, definitely. Here step 1 is more than step 2. You can get marginal relief. Clear? Now we can write it down. What is the step 3, ma? Computation of marginal relief. So what is that marginal relief, ma? Step 1 is more than step 2. So that's why difference between these steps only marginal relief. Can you tell me how much? 75,125. So now step 4, you know already, this is only tax liability computation. So can you tell me tax payable as per the step 2? Sorry, step 1, amma. 32,68,875. Less they are provided one marginal relief here. You know already marginal relief in which step? Step 3. So step 3. Yes, please reduce 75,125 from that, and you will get the step 2 answer. What is the step 2, ma? 31,93,750. Yes. For this we have to add health and education cess. This is only the last step in tax computation, and final answer you will get how much, ma? Follow now. Right, చెప్పు ఇక్కడికంటే ఇక్కడ కాదు క్లాస్కి. హౌ మచ్, మా? హెల్త్ అండ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సెస్ యాడ్ చేసి చెప్పండి. హౌ మచ్ యూ విల్ గెట్? 33,21,500. Whether answer is matched with our workbook or not, you can check it out. 33 lakh. Yes, second question, ma. Morty question we solved. So final tax computation if you check, yes, 33,21,500. Clear? Now, my next question number 5 we can solve, ma. Question number 5 we can solve. Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, yes, marginal relief concept we learned. But in exam, if they want to test the basic things, sir, 2021 I started CMA final normally first time. Before that CA final experiments also done. CA inter, CMA inter, many batches are done. So after that, first batch students are 20 or 25 face to face is there. So they are reading the CA final materials on that occasion. So if I am opening that institute material of yours, CMA final institute material, there is no concepts of marginal relief in your institute material. Still they are asking. Okay. There is no tax rates, but they are asking the tax rates also. There is no PCBP in your material. They are given the PCBP question every attempt to 14 marks. So like many observations, I done in the first batch, that is an experiment only. But fortunately, unfortunately, some of them are qualified in that attempt. After that, okay, anyhow they cleared. But after that I realized, okay, first no need to start with the any of the assessment procedures, return of income chapter. First I need to teach the basic concepts. In these basic concepts, we have a lot of concepts. But what are the concepts are required for CMA final? I gathered all the things into one chapter. That is only the basic concept. Still many faculties are copying the same notes and same concept book, same workbook, same handwritten notes. So it's up to them only. I don't want to, okay, think about them also. So same note, same style, same concept, same order they will follow. Okay, it's okay. Next batch onwards, the direct tax code will be there now. So June 27, December 27, we have a direct tax code. On that occasion, how they will copy also, I will check. Okay, now. Question number 5. Now you have to open the fresh page, right? Yeah, you have to do it. But now they are asking the tax liability of X Limited. It is in which company, ma? Which company, ra? Domestic company. They are given the total income, how much, ma? 1 crore, 1 lakh. Sir, by way of looking this total income itself, I need to think about the marginal relief. Because domestic company surcharge basic limits are 1 crore, 10 crore. Basic limits more than just 1 lakh excess income is there. Now, income in the nature, there is no capital gain income. Ra. Why they are mentioning, ma? These are all are taxable by using the normal tax rates. Capital gain, maybe special tax rates will be applicable. Clearly they are saying there is no capital gain income included in the total income. That means these are all are taxable at normal tax rate. And they are clearly given SSE does not opt at the 115 BAB, 115 BAA. That means SSE following that which rate normal. Okay, can you tell me for domestic company normal tax rates is depends upon previous year 20 to 23 turnover. If 20 to 23 turnover or gross receipt does not exceed the 400 crores, 25. But here what is that, ma? 402 means what, ra? 30%. So they are given that all the things you have to calculate the tax liability after marginal relief. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Then answer will be over. So now you can do. So previous question related to whom? Previous question related to individual. Now they are given the company. Sir, company things only easy. Why? We just applied the flat rate. But in case of individual, every time we have to calculate what, ma? Slab rates and surcharge, etc. stuff. But in case of company, flat rate, if you apply directly, you will get answer. Step 2, don't forget extra income also we have to add. If anyone done the question number 5, please match that answer with the workbook answer. In step 1, total income is more than 1 crore. Yes, you have to add surcharge. In step 2, basic limit is what, ma? 1 crore. No need to add surcharge. Surcharge rates for domestic company is what, ma? 7, 12. But here we have to apply 7 because total income is more than 1 crore. Yes, sir. If you are doing the mistakes here, then you can perfectly you can write in your exam. So just I am waiting for that mistakes only. The many students in many batches, they are doing the same mistakes, but if you are practicing, that mistakes can be rectified in your preparation time. Otherwise, your preparation time only your exam time. Online students, how many of you got an step 1 answer as an 32,42,100 ma? Step 1 answer you got same, super. Step 2 answer, how many of you got an 31 lakh ma? Yes. Marginal relief is there or not? Yes. What is that ma? 1,42,100. Super. So finally, after adding the health and education cess, you will get an tax liability 32,24,000. 32,24,000. Clear ma? Super. Shashidana? Okay. Okay. We can do an experiment ma. Please close your workbooks if that all the, okay, up to now we done 5 problem. Now 6th problem I will give on the, yes ma, notes and you have to try. Close your workbook. Easy only, but we can try. What is that question number? 6. Yes, but this is only the question number 6. I think you can see. Computation of tax liability of Mr. A, 65 years of age ma. And they are asking in a most beneficial manner. And his hero total income is 5 crore 1 lakh. So the most beneficial manner means what? Huh? Okay, that means most beneficial means we have 2 options. First we can calculate in one regime, second we can, that is okay. So now, default one is what? Default regime is what ma? So okay, you have an option 1. Okay, that option 1 is normally default. So that is an 115 BAC. As per section 115 BAC, please calculate the tax liability. Okay, whatever the tax liability we can get under section 115 BAC, yes, we can substitute here. Second ma, you can opt out from 115 BAC to the normal. Okay. Second, we have an option 2. Yes, you can follow the normal tax rates. That is only we can call it as an old regime or optional. Okay, here also you can compute the tax liability and we can substitute whichever is lower or higher ma. Lower. That is only beneficial to SSA. Now. So here by way of looking the total income itself, we can know about what? Marginal relief, because basic limit for surcharge is how much ma? 5 crore also there. Individual 1 crore, sorry 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore. Here the many students can do mistake ma. Basic limits for surcharge. Yes, please visit the screen. Basic limits for surcharge under old regime, 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore. So that's why here we have to calculate the tax liability. We have to calculate the tax liability after what? Marginal relief. After marginal relief, because under old regime, basic limits for surcharge is 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore, 5 crore. 5 crore excess excess over 5 crores, how much amount is there, ma? 1 lakh only. So that's why basically we have to follow the marginal relief steps only for computing the tax liability. The same thing, ma. What are the basic limits for surcharge in case of 115 BAC, ma? 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore. There is no 5 crore. Means here directly we can compute the tax liability. There is no use of marginal relief. That you should identify. The many students are doing the mistake. Okay. Normally most of the students will not identify even marginal relief point. They will calculate directly. That is also wrong. If you are thinking about the marginal relief under both the regimes, also wrong here. Because here 5 crore is a basic limit. That's why we can calculate the what, ma? Marginal relief. Here direct tax liability computation. Direct tax liability computation. There is no use of what, ma? Marginal relief concept here. Are you understood, ra? Why we are not calculating the marginal relief here? In case of 115 BAC, 5 crore is not a basic limit for surcharge. So this is an CA inter study material question and CA final study material question. Why I am included here? So at any time if they are given this type of, no need to solve again, you know marginal relief already, but just you have to identify for individual HF, AOP, BOI, AJP. Yes, in case of default tax regime 2 crores only that basic limit last one, and in case of old regime 5 crore is a basic limit. Okay. So here first from your side I want to know about the, yes ma, tax liability under 115 BAC calculate. Tax liability under section 115 BAC you can calculate. Sir, 115 BAC means nothing but what, ma? Direct computation. No need to use any marginal relief steps. No need to use any marginal relief steps. Directly you can calculate, ma. So what are the columns we can maintain, ma? Particulars, computation. So we can show the computation also. And what is that, ma? Amount. So by using these 3 columns, please compute the tax liability, including the surcharge and including that what, ma? Surcharge and including the health and education cess. Hey, don't forget the slab rates, ra. 0 to 3 lakh, how much, ra? Nil, nil. 3 lakhs to 7 lakh, 7 lakh to 10 lakh, 10 lakh to 12 lakh. Yes, ma, 12 lakh to 15 lakh. Above 15 lakh. Am I correct, ma? Yes, ma. 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25 or 30? 30. There is no 25% slab. So 20,000, compute directly 20,000, 30,000. Yes, ma'am. 30,000, 60,000. 1 crore 45 lakh 80,000. Super. Total. Yes, ma'am. 1 crore 47 lakh 20,000. For this we have to add surcharge. Please let me know Above 2 crores, always surcharge is how much, ma? 25%. So if you applied the surcharge, I haven't handwritten notes in my hands, just I'm dumping the answers. Please check it out whether these computations are right or wrong. So finally you will get 1 crore 84 lakh. Plus for this we have to add health and education cess at the rate of 4%. How much, ma? 7 lakh 36,000. Anil, these computations are correct or incorrect? Please let me know. 1 crore 91 lakh 36,000. It is an answer you will get if you follow that which regime, ma? Default tax regime. So, yes, we can substitute here 1 crore 91 lakh 36,000. So, yes, ma, I will give you that homework or any work also. So, tax liability after what, ra? After MR under normal tax rates. Yes, you can calculate and tell me. I don't have that much of energy to calculate. You can calculate and tell me. But now I will write it down the steps wise answer for your cross verification purpose only. But now in that class you have to do. Yes, ma. What is that? The basic things, ma. Particulars. This is only the question, ma. Question number 6. Just they are given the 5 crore 1 lakh total income, and in most beneficial manner we have to calculate tax liability. Particulars amount. Sir, you have to calculate the marginal relief after tax computation. Yes, step 1 answer, step 2 answer, step 3, step 4. I will give you that final answers and you have to do and you need to check. So, step 1 answer you will get, because nearly 4 or 5 problems were already done on marginal relief. That's why you can do on your own, but I will give you the final steps answer. First step you will get 2 crore 30 lakh, 2 crore 3 lakh 30,800. Step 2 answer 1 crore 85 lakh 12,500. Marginal relief you will get, ma. That marginal relief amount is difference between these two steps only. That is 17 lakh 18,300 you will get. Yes, after that finally tax liability will be 1 crore 93,57,000. 1 crore 93 lakh 57,000. Now you have to follow the steps and please check it out whether you will get whether you are getting the last answer. And please take the basic exemption limits separately here. SSC total income is 5 crores more is there. Surcharge rate we have to apply 37, ma. Surcharge rate in step 1 you have to apply how much, ma? 37. In step 2 only basic limit 5 crore. That's why how much, ma? 25. What is the step 1, ma? Tax on 5 point. So tax on 5 crore 1 lakh plus surcharge at the rate of what, ma? 37%. Next, tax on 5 crore plus surcharge at the rate of how much, ma? 25%, and excess amount we have to add how much, ma? 1 lakh. This is an step 1 minus step 2 marginal relief, and next step 1 minus step 3 plus 4% health and education cess. Yes. Done. Okay. So what is that answer we got in old regime? 1 crore 93 lakh. 1 crore 93 lakh, I think 57,000. Please let me know which regime is better for the SSEMA. 115 BAC is only the better. Here the tax liability is lower compared to the old regime. If you are not written this conclusion in exam, you will lose 2 marks. So how to write that conclusion also? Okay. Done, amma? Online. Finally, we done with the question number 6 also. Yes, we are already done with the question number 6 also. Yes, we written a conclusion here. Tax liability under default tax regime is lower. So opting under section 115 BAC is the most beneficial to what ma SSC. So here I am given the note point under default tax regime 5 crore is not a basic limit for surcharge. Therefore, no need to calculate marginal relief. Directly we can compute the what ma tax liability. So this is for understanding purpose only. I mentioned as an what ma note. Clear? How many problems are left, ma? Only one problem. So just we can open the concept book, ma, now. Just open the concept book. Till now we are using for class purpose which notes, ma, handwritten. But now please try to open the concept book and we can cross verify whether all the concepts of our CMA final we discussed or not. Also we can start. Please open concept book. At the end of every chapter we can open the concept book. So many students are asking, sir, which notes I have to refer day before exam? Handwritten. If anything is not covered in the handwritten, we are already directly identified in that concept book. You can refer. Yes, ma'am. Please check it out. Power to levy the taxes concepts are already done or not, ma? Yes. In that we refer the two article numbers. One is an 265, another one 246. Second concept, components and sources of income tax law also done. How many components and sources, ma? 5. Already each and everything we discussed in the notes. The same points you have here also. Next one, ma, charging section we discussed. In this charging section, we defined these are all the definition, ma. First, person definition. Next, total income definition. Next, previous year, assessment year. That means we discuss the general rule. Then after, basic exemption limit. Then after, tax rates. Then after, SSC. And we define the Finance Act also. So what are the definitions we referred, ma? Person definition, total income, previous year, assessment year, general rule, basic exemption limits for different SSEs, SSC, and tax rates. Can you tell me tax liability computation purpose? We have to add how many components, ma? 3. So one is an income tax, surcharge, and health and education cess. Here, for calculation of income tax liability, you can use the old regime, new regime. For special incomes, you can follow that what, ma? Special tax rate. Now, so for this purpose, yes, ma, here I put a one note point, na? That note point we can refer from that handwritten notes itself. Yes, ma. Please open the handwritten notes, page number 26. Ra. Sir, when you can call one person as a senior citizen, ra? If you having 60 years of age, in assessment year or in previous year? Previous year. If you attain the 60 years of age in the previous year, now we can call that person as a senior. 60 or more than 60 also senior citizen. 80 or more than 80 super senior citizen. Now. Please observe whatever the points I underline, ma. Previous year starting day, ending day. This is in previous year 24-25. Assessment year starting day, ending day. Assessment year 24-25. Generally, in between these two dates, that means what, ma? In this year, if you have a birthday, that is an 60th birthday or 80th birthday, then you are a senior citizen or super senior citizen for this previous year, relevant to that what, ma? This assessment year. But unlucky fellow is there. This circular. Again I am saying this is an circular. It is an only applicable for the whose birthday is falls on that what, ma? 1st April. Anyone is there? Any one of your birthday is falls on 1st April. Okay, here 1st April 2025 is celebrating the either 60th or 80th birthday. Just because of one day is losing that what status, ma? Senior citizen or super senior citizen. If his birthday during this year, if his birthday is what, ma? During this previous year, he can claim the basic exemption limit of what, ma? 3 lakhs or 5 lakh. Because he having the 60 years, 3 lakhs, 80 years, 5 lakh. In case of default tax regime, always how much, ma? 3 lakhs. Just because of one day, he is losing the higher basic exemption limit. Now, department is given the clarification. Sir, already I given the circulars discussion in that in order to clarify something, the CBDT will issue the what, ma? Circular. Here, what is that clarification, ma? Yes, regarding that attainment of age of 60 or 80, on that 31st March itself, whose date of birth is falls on the what, ma? 1st April of assessment year. This circular is a beneficial for the persons who having the date of birth on 1st April, even though they can celebrate practically their birthday on this date. But as per income tax, their birthday is on what, ma? 31st March of the previous year itself. So that's why I am putting the arrow like this. So even though your actual date of birth is false in the next year, but we can treat as a senior citizen or super senior citizen in the previous year itself because of this circular. Yes. Resident individual. Why resident individual? For non-resident, always 2,50,000. resident individual 60th and 80th birthday falls on 1st April of assessment year but treated as an age of 60 or 80 in the previous year 24-25 itself, and they are eligible for that what ma higher basic exemption limit of 3 lakh 5 lakh. So now can you tell me, the circular is not at all applicable for me because my date of birth is in March. Generally in March, not applicable. If your date of birth in August, it is applicable? No. So that's why I am saying circulars are binding on the department, not on SSC. From SSC side, if it is useful, he can use. Otherwise, he can ignore. Are you clear? So now you can read these 2 lines with that example support. You can understood very well. Read, Ra. Dana. Circular's purpose always to clarify something, issued by CBDT, binding on department, not on SSCs. SSC can follow the beneficial circulars, the remaining can be useless for the SSCs. Now, next we discussed the old regime tax rates, all tax rates we discussed, surcharge rates we discussed, yes, others related tax rates, and we discussed the new regime related also, yes, special tax rates also we discussed, rebate also we discussed, rounding off of tax liabilities also, and total income also we discussed. Sir, here remember in concept book I am given every concept, after that I am given the reference of question number. So now till now no need to do any problem from your workbook, but while revising the rebate under section 87A from your workbook you have to refer how many questions? 3. First 3 questions are related to rebate concept only. You can verify now. First 3. I am not given in the jumbling order also. Concepts and questions also given in the same order. Now after this we discuss the rounding off and MMR, as well as MMR means what? Maximum marginal tax rate and average tax rate we discussed. Next revenue receipt versus capital receipt we discussed. Directly what? Marginal relief concept. After that, sir, rebate related we have 3 questions. After that 4, 5 or 6, so these 3 questions related to what? Marginal relief. Sir, I am not given in the jumbling order also, just directly. So concept wise I prepared that question bank. Cross reference for every question I am given in the concept book. Now, so next our concept we have to discuss the what? Diversion of income and application of income. Shall we start? Yes. You can open your handwritten notes. We have a concept of diversion of income and application of income in page number 25. Shall we? Application of income versus diversion of income. Application of income versus diversion of income. Yes, we can take basic examples for understanding this concept. Many students are confusing a lot between these 2 concepts. First we can concentrate on which? Application of income. We can concentrate on what? Application of income. Okay, one example I will tell you. based on that example, we can find the differences. Mr. K is an employee in the XYZ Limited. XYZ Limited is an employer. Whatever the points I am highlighting now, please concentrate on that highlighted points only. Mr. K is doing the job in which company, ma? XYZ. Sir, but he taken a divorce, so that's why. So ex-wife is there for that Mr. K. So actually, you know, we have to give some compensation to them. So here they are also agreed for some compensation, but now that compensation is on variable terms, not fixed. Whatever the salary received by the, yes ma, whatever the salary received by the Mr. K, out of that some amount needs to given to whom, ex-wife. That is only their agreement. So what is that? Salary ma, normally monthly salary 1 lakh per month. Out of that 1 lakh, yes ma, 90,000 he can utilize, 10,000 needs to given to whom, ma? Ex-wife. Here Mr. K have an obligation or not, ma? Yes, obligation on receipt of income. I can receive the salary income. On that salary income only I have an what, ma? Obligation. So this point you should remember, I am highlighting with the green color, ma. Obligation on which income, ma? Receipt of income. I can receive some income, on that I have an obligation to give to that ex-wife. How much amount? 10,000. Out of the salary credited to that his account, yes ma, 10,000 should be transferred to that whom, ma? X. The balance can be utilized by the Mr. K. Remember. So directly company can credit like this also, or they can credit total amount to Mr. K. K can give some amount to whom, ma? His ex-wife. Now what is that amount is taxable in the hands of Mr. K during the previous year? Many students are thinking that, sir, whatever that amount utilized by K, every month 90,000, sir, like 12 months, that is wrong. After receiving that amount of salary in your hands, you are applying for your personal purpose. That's why whatever that income you received, that is only your total income. Total income is how much, ma? If you are applied any income, so that is also included in your total income. That is also included in the what, ma? Total income. Now, just application of income means it is obligation on what, ma? Receipt of income. It is an obligation on which income, ma? Receipt of income. Sir, I am giving some income to that ex-wife after reaching the salary into my bank account, or before, ma? After only I can transfer. So that is only discharge of my obligation. That means we have an agreement, every month we want to give the 10,000. That obligation can be discharged after reaching that income into that bank account of whom, ma? K. Whatever that income you are applied, that is also included in your total income. And sir, I am doing the job now in one company. Yes, sir. So total amount of salary should be credited to my bank account only. Okay. If I am not given that amount to that Mr. ex-wife, so normally if that Mr. K is not given that amount to that ex-wife, ex-wife can ask the company directly? No. On my salary income, yes sir, there is no overriding title to whom? Ex-wife. So if that company given to my bank account, I will transfer 10,000 to whom? Ex-wife. Sir, if I am not transferring anything, there is no overriding title over the salary. So no overriding title to whom? Ex-wife over my salary. If I am work, they will give you the salary. Out of the salary, I can transfer some amount to ex-wife. So if I am not given this compensation, she can go with the what, civil courts, etc. She can claim that compensation. But there is no overriding title. Sir, don't think about it. After completion of the diversion of income, yes, I will compare the two things and I will give you that more and more clarity. First point, yes, you have to remember, there is no overriding title. Simply, if you remember that wife and husband diverse example, then only you can understand. This isn't taken from CA final concept book, ma. This I am taken from CA final question directly. There is no overriding title. Obligation, I want to give some amount of money to the ex-wife, but that is an obligation on which income, ma? Receipt of income. Next, it will be applied to that wife only after reaching the salary into my account. So whatever amount I applied also, that is included in what, ma? My total income. No. Second, what is that, ma? Diversion of income. Shall we start diversion of income, ma? If I am asking this concept to that practicing CS also, they will say nothing but these two are same. Not at all same, right? These two are quite opposite concept. Obligation done? No. We can start diversion of income. Remember, father, son 1, son 2 are started one partnership firm. Who are the partners, ma? Father, son 1, son 2. Sir, as per their partnership deed, they inserted one condition. So, after death of their father, so if father died, if on the death of the father, sons also needs to dissolve the partnership firm. Actually, if sons wants to continue the partnership firm, yes, ma, one condition they written in the partnership deed, they have to share 20% of the profits of the partnership firm to the mother. What is the condition father inserted, ma? So, okay, actually we are 3 partners now. Okay, after my death, if both the sons want to continue, every year out of the profits of the partnership firm, how much amount they need to give, ma? 20% to mother. Sir, here, okay, example I will tell you. In this previous year, father died, okay. So now they haven't profits from the partnership firm is 1 lakh. So this is only called as what, ma? Source of income. For partnership firm, from their business source, how much profit they got, ma? 1 lakh. No. They, yes, ma? Means they agreed to give 20% of the profits to mother. They continued the partnership firm. During this year, how much profit they got, ma? 1 lakh. No. Can you tell me who are the partners, ma? Son 1 and son 2 only the partners. These 2 partners have an obligation on receipt or source, ma? Source. Previous example, husband having the obligation on what, ma? Receipt of income. Here, partners, son 1 and son 2 have an obligation to give the 20% of the profits to mother on receipt or source, ma? Source. From their source only they need to pay. Yes, this is very important. Now, profits in that partnership firm is there, na? Suppose 1 lakh is there. Out of 1 lakh, 20% we want to give it to that mother, because mother having that what, overriding title. Yes, overriding title means if they are not given in any year 20% of the share, this partnership firm should be dissolved. Wife, in earlier example, ex-wife, no overriding title is there on the salary. But here, on that source of income, she haven't what, overriding title. If they are not given the 20%, this partnership firm should be closed. Are you understood the differentiations, ma? Now, so, here, partners receive how much amount, ma? 80,000. 20,000 needs to transfer to whom, ma? Mother. So that's why what is the total income of the partnership firm? 80,000 only. Whatever that amount is diverted, that is not included in the SSC total income. Whatever that amount is applied in earlier example, that is an application of income, that is included in the SSC total income only. But here, if that is diverted, that is not included in the SSC is total income. Now simple point, ma. You have to remember these two examples. In which example we have an overriding title? Diversion. Yes, ma. Here partnership firm example you have to remember. Here which example, ra? Husband, wife example. Now obligation here on which income, ma? Source of income. Due to this obligation, I have to give this amount to that mother before reaching that amount into my hands. And whatever that amount is diverted is not included in the what, ma? Total income. These are the four differentiations you have to remember. Without examples, you will not at all understood this concept. Mother have an overriding title and yes, ma, they have an obligation to reaching that amount into their hands only. They have to divert that amount to mother. So finally, that is not included in the total income of the partnership firm. Clear? So I will give you that 1 or 2 minutes time. Please refer the two examples from the handwritten notes and you have to refer these differentiations again. Please refer 2 to 3 minutes I will give. Obligation on receipt of income means application of income. Obligation on source of income means it is a diversion of income. Yes, ma'am. Are you understood, ra? Yeah. Next, ma, if you are open the concept book, I think we have two more concepts we have to discuss, ma. One is on concept number 10, another one is on concept number 11. If these two things are done, our entire chapter will be over. Online. Okay, if you are free, just give me a reply, ma. At least try to give a reply. I decided one thing, I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow we can launch website and different applications, Android application, iOS application and separate MacBook application, separate Windows application we can launch on, from Shikhara tutorials. In that, exactly I promised 1.5 views na. With the seconds I will calculate and I will put a time restrictions on that videos. The reason is nothing but they will watch half time, they will watch the remaining of time day before exams. day before exams. And next one more, I think few students are asking that suggestions regarding sir which classes we have to purchase. I think one student asked in the yesterday WhatsApp, sir, 2 years back I taken a coaching, I have books. Can I continue with that books? So no sir, many changes are there. Go with the updated books. So then again he is asking, sir, can I manage with that books? Okay, it is also okay. Next, sir, can I go with the regular or exam oriented? I told that regular 150 hours are around. So exam oriented 60. In regular, every concept I will try to cover along with all the problems. In exam oriented batch, important problems. So after that, I decided, yes, you can choose any one of the option at your convenience, and I closed the chat. He will send question marks up. He will send, I think, if I'm not seeing the messages, and he will send the reply in the form of question marks. What can I do? I already given information, and after watching of that 150 and 60, which one is a better, you can decide. Remember, you have to decide one thing. Okay, if you are taken any wrong decision also, you have to prove it as an correct only. That is in your hands only, is that all the options are there. The many students are thinking that sir, we are taking the wrong decision. How you can decide that is a wrong decision? CMA choosing is a wrong decision. You have to prove it as a right decision. Sir, you don't know, in my CA final level, so that means CA IPCC first group examination time, I thought that I am unfit for that CA course. 1 week before examination, I went to my home also. Okay, I convinced my parents also I want to join in BTech. They convinced also. I think in Vijayawada we have in VR Siddhartha College. So yet just 1-2 days, if I am taken the same decision, I will into the BTech field only. Total arrangements also done. Admission, how to. I think if without MSET we have to pay that more amount of fees. I decided to pay. After that I realized, okay, after that I am not realized, my father is saying some points. If you are taken the 10 attempts also, 20 attempts also, so we can bear that all the expenses. That type of assurance they are given. So we are from rural background, my father is an agriculture background only, but they are given that assurance. Okay, first attempt, first group I taken the 2 attempts, second group first attempt only over. After that CA final first attempt first group, fourth attempt second group. Only because of one subject I written multiple times CA final second group also. Remember one thing, you have to prove it, decision is correct. You don't know, 2019 after entering into the teaching, my brother is CA, my sister also CA. They are entered into the PwC and different audit firms. Okay, I also done just 2 months only. After that resigned from that, entered into the teaching field, and on that occasion also my parents saying that your decision is wrong, because they earn nearly 80 to 90 lakh per month. So you are earning only for your survival purpose. At the time of starting of the teaching profession, no one can give you 1 lakh or 2 lakh. No student can pay the amount to you. If you are proving and if you are continually providing the service in your student circle, you will get the name and they will pay the amount also to you. So now I am earning the 4 or 5 times than them. 4 or 5 times them. My brother and sister, they are earning some package. Now I am earning per month into 4 or 5 times. Now, so you have to prove it every day. So if my father or mother coming to my home now, every day they will say same thing. So discontinue from the teaching and go to the corporate field. Every day. Today morning also. So my parents thinking is nothing but you have to go to the office by using that one cab and insert and tuck shoe and combing of hair in a proper manner, and you have to stick to that one office cabin, and you have to open one laptop, and you have to talk with that. That means Zoom meetings are there. No? That is only the life they know that life only, because brothers and sisters are in the software fields. Their life they want to follow. So, but I am different, totally different. So I don't want to talk with them also. If they are starting this discussion, okay, I will take bike key or any other, and I will went off from my home also. Just I will say I have a work. And I will take phone and I will see my phone only if they are talking, simply. But I know what I can do in a next 5 years or 4 years. What I can do, I know. So simply in your case also the same things will be happen. One thing, if you anyone say this is not correct, just prove it as an correct only. So time, it will take time, sir. Nothing will happen. And in my YouTube, how many videos is there? Any idea? In my YouTube channel, how many videos are there? Okay, maybe you can see for past 1 year or 6 months or 3 months, you can see 16 to 20 videos only. That is public videos. In private, I have 500 videos. If you not believe, I can open, but no, now I can't open. So 500 videos from 2020 every day or every frequently I uploaded that videos. No one can recognize on that time. 400 and nearly 80 or 90 videos are there. Entire CA Inter audit syllabus, entire CA Inter EAS SM syllabus, entire CA Inter financial management, totally my subjects only. I only teach the law also. Every chapter, every concept from the study material I uploaded. So now I am earning. Simple reason. Okay, now. So just for your information only I am saying, if anyone is demotivating you, just ignore it and concentrate silently on your works only. Okay, next. Exception to the general rule or what ma? Golden rule. Do you know what is a general rule or golden rule? Akka, do you know? What is that? Income and during the previous year, on that income, you have to pay the tax in that which year ma? Assessment year. But now they are saying it as an exception. Means what ma? If any income and during that previous year, in that year only you are required to pay that what ma? Tax. No need to wait for the assessment year. So please check it out. It is a general rule. Yes, please read whatever the content in the box ma. Income of the previous year is assessed in which year ma? Assessment year. That is a general rule. Exceptions to this rule means what ma? Income of the previous year is assessed in that what ma? Previous year itself. But in how many cases? In how many cases ma? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Section numbers also try to remember. 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176. In these 5 cases only, income of the previous year will be taxed in previous year. In remaining all cases, income will be taxed in which year ma? Assessment year. What are the sections ma? 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176. There is no 173. Shall we start one by one ma? First 172. What is that ma? If any non-resident is in that shipping business. Okay. We can take one simple example. So please assume this is a geographical location of India. Here we have an Chennai port. So one international going ship is there ma. Okay, one ship is there. That is traveling to that Australia. This is a non-resident ship. Non-resident SSC is doing the shipping business. Can you tell me? After departing from the Indian port, when he can come back to India for payment of tax ma? We can't say. How many days he can take the travel for Australia also we don't know. After reaching to the Australia, maybe he can go to the Japan. There is an uncertainty to come back to India in the assessment year. Example, during the previous year, at the time of departure itself, we can collect the tax. Why we are collecting the tax in that previous year itself? In that assessment year, maybe he can come to India or may not also. That's why, yes, remember. A non-resident who carrying the which business ma? Shipping business earns the income from carrying of goods and passengers in any port in India. So he's starting from India means he earning some amount from India. So on that he has to pay the tax, but that will be taxed in that year that is allowed to leave from the what Indian port. Means at the time of departure itself you are required to pay the tax. At the time of departure itself you are required to pay the what tax. Now I have a doubt. Sir, we collected the, yes ma, 10 lakh tickets charges ma. Bill, that means one company exporting their goods to Australia. So what is that amount they are given for me for transportation purpose ma? 10 lakh. Sir, this 10 lakh is just I collected from the passenger. But what is that income, sir? Yes, during this traveling, I need to incur the lubricant and the staff salary and the maintenance, repairs, etc. Finally, when I can know about my exact income after reaching to the Australia port. How I can pay the tax at the time of departing itself and my income? So that's why you have to follow presumptive taxation provisions. What is that? Presumptive. Sir, your freight amount or collection, ticket collection charges, that is only we can call it as a freight. On that 7.5%, please calculate how much ma? 7 lakh, sorry. How much ma? 7 lakh 50. Sorry. How much da? 75,000. It is only treated as income. On that income, you are required to pay the what ma? Tax. Many students are thinking the 7.5% is tax. No, that is an presumptive income. In non-resident chapter, again we have this discussion because here non-resident is engaged in the shipping business. Now, 7.5% of amount of freight shall be deemed to be treated as what ma? Income on which he needs to pay the tax. So now income of the same previous year, in the year he earned the amount, on that in that year only we are given the tax. Have you understood section 172 ma? Before departing of a ship from that Indian port itself, he is required to pay the tax. But what is that income ma? 7.5% of the freight is treated as income. On that we can collect the water tax. Now, assessment of a person's living India. 174 ma, next one. Generally don't by head it, just remember section numbers and headings, that's enough. No need to by head at every point. But here 7.5% you have to remember. But anyway, non-resident chapter also we have this. Okay ma. One person having that 58 years of age. His children are settled in USA. He having many properties in India. He discontinued his central government job also during this year. Next, he sold all his assets to others. What is the reason behind the transfer of all assets, discontinuance of job ma? He wants to settle along with his children in USA. So generally, in this year I am earning the salary. In which year I will pay the tax ma? Assessment year. Here I am earning some capital gain income. In which year on that capital gain I have to pay the tax in assessment year. But now during this year only I am leaving India with no intention to come back. Please observe that. With no intention to come back. Sir, if I am going to that foreign, after few days I will come to India, there is no problem. But here, when it appears to assessing officer, any individual leaves India with no intention to return to India, what is that meaning ma? He is trying to avoid the tax only. In previous year he earning some incomes, but in assessment year he has to pay the tax, but there is no intention to come back to India also. So that's why now AO will tax that amount in the hands of that person at the time of departing from what ma? India. So total income of such individual from the first day of the previous year to probable date of the departure shall be charged to tax in that what ma? Same year. How the AO will know, ra? Their work, that is only if you are selling all the assets and if you are discontinued the job and if you have any business and you are closing that business also, easily they will get an idea about, okay, this fellow has some plan to escape tax during that assessment year by way of departing from India. Definitely they will approach the SSE. AO will approach the SSE and they will collect the tax on total things. Ma. So 172 is over. 174 also over. Now what is that, ma? 174A. What is that, ma? 174A. Shall we start 174A? So AOP, BOI, AJP formed for a particular event or purpose. Example, ma, a group of friends are there, individuals, they associated together, they started the body of individuals for doing one business, that is a temporary business, selling of crackers on the occasion of Diwali. Only particular event related or particular purpose related, they formed a business. After that closing of the Diwali sales, etc., they need to dissolve these things. Okay, example, during this year Diwali, they sold the crackers and they earned the profit of 10 lakh. On this, generally, in which year they are required to pay the tax? Ma? Next year. But next year, there is no body of individuals because they discontinued during the what, ma? Previous year itself after the accomplishment of what, ma? That event. But now, particular event purpose or particular, yes, ma, purpose, if you started this, yes, if that is likely to dissolve in the same year or in the next year, automatically AO will come to that SSE and they will, yes, ma, example, ma, they dissolved on first 12/12/2024. From that first day of the previous year to, yes, ma, probable date of dissolution during this period, yes, they considered it as in previous year, and in that whatever that income is there, they will collect the tax also on that. Example, they want to dissolve this BO body of individuals on this date, ma. Yes, no problem, you can dissolve, but at the time of dissolution, definitely you are required to pay the tax in that previous year itself. No need to wait for that what, ma? Assessment year. So three things, ma. 172, 174, 174A. So don't read that entire line. Just remember conceptually, that's enough. You can't get these things in the directly in that exam, but maybe for general knowledge purpose, you have to remember this. Next one, ma. Person trying to dispose the assets with a view to avoid the what, ma? Tax. Sir, I am doing the pledge, disposal, transfer in the form of gifts to others. Sir, if I am selling my capital assets to others, what will happen, ma? I require to pay the capital gain. But intentionally, I am giving as a gift. Yes, ma? I am creating this some benami transactions. So, in such cases, definitely, assessing officer, yes, ma, will initiate the assessment from the 1st April of previous year till the when the date of an assessing officer commences the what, ma? Proceedings. Example, from the first day of the previous year onwards, you are transferring every month one asset. Till that August, you transfer the 4 assets. April, May, June, July. So 4 assets are transferred every month, one asset to others in order to avoid the tax only as a gift. Now in the month of August, he started the proceedings. So during these 4 months, whatever that income you avoided, so on the total income, you are required to pay the tax in which year, ma? Previous year only. No need to wait for assessment year. So what is the section number, ma? 175. Now it is very important. 176 is an important. Shall we start, ma? Again, I am saying, remember section numbers, headings, that's enough. No need to read that entire lines also, not required. Sir, in Hyderabad, if you are observing that many businesses will start every day, many businesses will close every day. Yes, it isn't common. So during losses or any other issues, they will close their business. It isn't common thing. But now I will tell you one example. Right? Suppose one business started, okay, one hotel business started. Okay. On August 15th, they want to close their business. During the previous year, just 4 months, they run the business, and August 15th, they are closing their business. So now, discontinued businesses, if anything is there, on the discontinued businesses, what we have to do, AO will collect the tax in previous year only, no need to wait for assessment year. How AO will know about the, yes sir, business is discontinued or not? Yes, if you are discontinued your business, you have to surrender your GST credentials also. The remaining statutory authorities, for the statutory authorities also, you have to submit that information. By using that information, AO will know about, yes, this business will be closed. No, but it is not a mandatory. In the previous 4 cases, always income of the previous year will be taxed in the previous year only. But the last one, yes, it is at the option of AO. He can charge that income in the previous year, or he can charge that income in that assessment year also at the option of SSC. Sorry, at the option of assessing officer, not SSC. First 4 cases, what are? Definitely income of the previous year will be taxed in the previous year only. Last case at the option of AO. What is that last case? Discontinued businesses. So shall we read the headings again? First one, 172 section, shipping of non-resident SSC engaged in the shipping business. 174, what is that? Person living India with no intention to come back. 174A, AOP, BOI, AJP formed for a particular purpose or particular event. Next, 175, what is that? So person transfers the properties in order to avoid the tax. 176, what is that? Discontinued businesses. Now, so the only one concept is pending. 1 minute, just introduction I will give. Tomorrow we can start this concept. Sir, if any undisclosed income is there, on this we are required to pay the tax under section 115BBE. What is that? 60% tax, 25% surcharge, 4% health and education says, all together it is in what? 78%. Clear? No. Sir, if undisclosed income is there, this is a tax treatment. How can I know about that undisclosed sources of income? Yes, 68 section to 69D sections are saying these are the undisclosed sources of incomes. If these undisclosed sources of incomes are there or undisclosed incomes are there, on that we are required to calculate tax liability by using which section? 115BBE. Tomorrow we can start about the 68 to 69D, and one question we have to discuss, that is only last question from our workbook, that is on what? Question number 7. And after the completion of this last concept, that is an undisclosed income, yes sir, if you read this 6 sections, you can know, yes, these are undisclosed incomes. On this, how to calculate tax? 115BBE. And the last one, we have to discuss MCQs also. In first chapter, I think 15 to 16 MCQs are there. That MCQs also we can discuss chapter wise, because we have a perfect book of an MCQs also, and we can discuss tomorrow. Mostly within half an hour we can close, and next chapter we can start. For this weekend exam, You have to prepare first 2 chapters. Okay, return of income also can be completed before Saturday itself. So up to Saturday syllabus you have to prepare. No need to think about, sir, what are the syllabus of the what are the chapters we have to read for that weekend. Don't ask anything. In every subject also, whatever that concept completed till Saturday, that is only your weekend syllabus. Sir, suppose example, if faculty started the next chapter in SCM as a simulation. In simulation, 4 problems are done on Saturday. Up to that 4 problems you have to read. So I will maintain the record of what are the chapters are done or what are the problems also done out of that. So the faculty will pick the questions, staff will type the questions and you can write it down. And your options are, but I will put in time restrictions also. On Sunday you have in 3 hours SCM session. 3 hours SCM and DM session. After that, weekend exam, not total 3 hours, sir, just 1 hour exam only we can conduct. After that, you can take a break and you can take gap for Sunday also. So 3 hours SCM session, 1 hour exam you can write. After that, you can go to that any place and you can go for movie also, not at all issue. Continuously attended for 1 week and already Sunday also you are doing that half of day hard work only. Okay, you can go for movie, but don't compromise sleep, etc. Because okay, if you are watching the 3 movies at a time till that early morning time on Monday, so Monday totally you can sleep in that classroom. That's why don't compromise on sleep and rest mode, and remaining time you can enjoy. Thank you.